Jump scare. So where's Big Kate? Is the audio okay? I've noticed it sounds like super crispy and loud, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened in the move that made it sound crispy. Not in a bad way, just like it's too clear, you know? So weirdly enough, I redid my hair. That's not the weird thing. So weirdly enough, yesterday, actually the day before, actually, what's your favorite Sabaton song? Um I I know the song, but I don't know the name. Hold on. So it goes like that. Where is it? The Last Stand. And then also I like Night Witches a lot. Because I like the because it makes me feel like I'm skipping, you know? Anyway, sorry. So the I have a dilemma, right? Venti iced latte. Thank you for subscribing with your Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you. I'm having a debate with my roommate. Want to know yours? That's mine. So Monday, was it Monday? I slept, I think 10.5 hours, and then Tuesday I slept 11 hours. And the thing is the only reason why I woke up is because, like, I had alarm set because I was afraid I was going to miss. Because Monday I had to, hand over all the stuff, do the apartment walkthrough and everything. And then Tuesday I sold Ella. And, anyway, so I could have kept sleeping. But I'm not depressed. I don't have depression. I'm so tired. And it's like, because I've been going, I feel like it's been nonstop. And those were the days where it was like, okay, I'm not streaming. I don't have to rush over to get stuff from the apartment. I don't have to try to beat traffic. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I did have to go over, but that was like the only thing, you know? So I felt like I could actually, like, I went to bed at like 9:30, maybe. It was, yeah, it was weird being like, oh no, I'm not relaxed. No part of me is relaxed. My body was like, just like, do, just like turn the computer off kind of. But like 2 p.m. my time, you're up super early. Yeah. So, well, that's the thing, right? So last night I went to sleep at midnight and then I woke up at 4 and my brain's like, all right, I'm good. And I'm like, bitch, no, you're not. 4 hours? I'm like, we've been sleeping almost 12 hours. You can't be good at 4 hours. My brain's like, fine. So I went back to sleep and woke up at 5:30 a.m. And my brain's like, okay, now I'm good. I'm like, no. But I was like, well, I would like to be up, like, because I would like to be up and streaming early and getting everything done. And I do still have things I need to do, right? No, I got up. I handled a bunch of stuff. I tried to find Thor a sitter, which I think I found him a sitter. And then I did my pre-workout and then I went to the gym. And I was debating going to the other gym, like the really stinky gym. Not like stinky, but like, busy, cuz I was up early, so I was like, maybe it won't be busy. But I thought about it and like I just didn't like the vibes there anyway. And so I was like, I don't even want to bother going back. Like, they didn't even have anything I wanted. like the machines I wanted, they didn't have. And so I was like, well, the machines at the apartment gym aren't what I want either. And I was like, yeah, but we at least don't have to go anywhere, to a degree. And I was like, ugh. So I was just fighting myself. So I went and I did some legs, and I did enough to make my legs like, But and then oh my God. So before I left for the gym, I opened my door, right? And there was this, like, I shit you not, like, I have never seen I would show y'all, but it's got my address on it. But like, and obviously I just moved, don't want to dox myself. It was the size of my wingspan. which I know for some of you, oh, Kate Small. No, I'm not, bitch. Anyway, so I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because, like, keep in mind, I have been ordering stuff because, you know, there are things I need in the apartment. And one of the things I desperately needed was a mat under my, you know, computer chair because I'm on carpet. And, like, anytime I would try to move, I'd, like, slam, and I felt so bad because I was like, anyway. That's what that was. And what's funny though is because I looked on Amazon because that's like, you know, Papa Bezos, unfortunately, is like the easiest method. But the thing is, all the reviews were like, oh, it took a really long time to roll out, and it wasn't, you know, it took a really long. Like I had to put my weights on it, and I was like, I don't have weights to flatten it. I was like, what do I do in that situation? So then I was like, well, I could just suck it up. I could go find a Staples. But then I was like, I don't want to go to Staples. Like, I don't want to go. You know, the last time I've been in Staples was so long. I don't want to go to a Staples. And, you know, because I also too have a little bit of agoraphobia. And so I was just like, that's just adding more to my plate. And I was like, okay, bitch, then just order it from Staples. And I'm like, and I want to order it from Staples. I ordered it from Staples. And it didn't come rolled up. It came in a massive, flat box. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I felt so bad for the delivery person. Because I didn't know. I thought it was going to come rolled up. I thought I was just going to have to deal with it. But it luckily, it was flat. And it's been flat. And it's been working great. So, we got that going for us. Which is pretty cool. Pretty fun. Big W. And then I have some other stuff I'm supposed to have delivered hopefully soon. Oh, do you want to hear something so weird? So, you know how, like, when I get stressed out, I tend to neglect myself a little bit. And I don't know, what was it, like a week ago, where I was like, hey guys, I don't think I've been drinking enough water. And then y'all got mad at me, and I was like, I also haven't been eating, and y'all got mad at me, and I was like, I don't know, I'm fine. Um, I am fine right now, ish. But the thing is, right, is like the last like 2-3 days, I was like, I need to be drinking more water. So I tried to focus on drinking more water, but the problem was is I've been busy. So I haven't been able to like be drinking water. Like I'll drink a lot of water in one sitting, but the thing is you have to drink water throughout the day regularly. Otherwise, if you drink it all in one sitting, you're overwhelming your system and you're just going to pee it all out, you know? And so it's just like, anyway, so this morning I woke up and my eyes were super dry, which this is like what, day 4. Like yesterday was fine, but also I spent most of all of yesterday crying. So and also too, I feel okay, I'll talk about that in a second. But I also didn't wear mascara cuz I learned my lesson on Monday when I started crying. So yeah, but y'all knew about the car thing that I talked about with they almost hit me. Anyway, so I didn't wear mascara cuz I knew I was going to cry about Ella, but we'll get into that. So anyway, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, my eyes are so dry. I was like, what is this? Also, yesterday, Thor sneezed like 5 times, which is to me concerning because he sneezes occasionally, but he would sneeze like back to back and then like an hour. Oh, thank you. I just redid it today. So I got that one and then I got bah. It's also low key really hard to do because I did rose gold for a little bit, which was fine. This dyes the shit out of my hands. I don't know if y'all can. I washed them. Never mind. But you have to be careful because it also dyes the tub. Even though this is just conditioner and dye together, dyes the tub. I was very careful though. Because, like, as long as you, like, rinse it down the drain immediately, you're good. But if you, like, soapy bubbles are on the side, yeah, it's just because it's bright. But anyway, so what was I talking about? Right, so Thor sneezed twice. I did find him a cat tower. I'm waiting for it to get delivered. Didn't I talk about that? I don't know, maybe. Hold on. My mom texted me. A thumbs up. Okay. Never mind. What was I talking about? Thor. Oh yeah. So yesterday I was like, last night, I was like, okay, I need to clean the apartment a little bit because Stefan's in town. And he hit me up yesterday and was like, oh, like, you want to hang out? And I was like, I am selling my car right now. I feel a migraine coming on. I don't know if I can. And he's like, fair enough, buddy. And I was like, yep, but, if you're still around, let me know. And he's like, yep, we'll do. Um, and so I was like, oh, I need to clean my apartment because it's like I'm fully moved in. I do still have some things I have to do, but it's not like if you walked in, you'd just be like, geez, Kate, you need to clean. It's not like oh, you just moved in. Um, and so the thing is, like, all of Thor's toys, every single one of them, were all over the floor, and a bunch of other stuff. I had a mountain of laundry that I needed to fold and put away. Like, when I mean mountain, I mean mountain, because I got so carried away with doing laundry. Because I was like, this is so fun. I have my own washer and dryer, and I had and I would scoop them out and go throw them in the room. And then scoop them out, go throw them in the room. Like, I'm going to do more laundry. And then, look, they're all done. And then just throw it in the room. And then it was a mountain. And I was like, yeah, okay. I got to fold that. So, I made it my mission. The only thing is, right, I'm not allergic to anything. In terms of, like, air, like, I'm not allergic to dust. I'm not allergic to mold. I'm not allergic to cats, dogs, nothing. Thor, however, is allergic to dust, but it's very slight. But he is allergic to dust. And so I didn't really think much of it. He was, everywhere I go, he goes. So we were sitting on the couch, and I was texting Stefan, I think, and then Thor does, like, the biggest sneeze. And I turn and look at him, and he looks at me like, the fuck was that? He looked at me so concerned, and I'm like, goodness, like, it's just normal talking to Thor. And I was like, bless you. And he goes, like, he didn't want to sneeze again. And so he, like, felt it, and he go, like, his eye would, and then he lick his nose, and I'm like, you can sneeze. I was like, it's okay. And he go, and I'm like, it's okay. I was like, just let it happen. But he was just fighting. I guess he didn't like how it felt. But anyway, he looked so funny. So I was like, do you not want me to look at you? And I was like, I'll turn around. So I turned around, and he still didn't sneeze. So then I go into the bedroom, and I go back to, like, folding all the laundry. And of course he followed me in. And then he just started sneezing, like, 2 more times. And I was like, goodness. So I walk over, and he's, like, licking his nose. And that's the thing is, right, remember? So when he got sick, which is the only time he's ever been sick, it started off with sneezes. And he licked his nose so much that all of the color faded from his nose. And it freaked me out. And so, like, but the thing is, right, the only difference is, so he got better, but the only difference is, after he had a surgery. Right? He had a very stressful surgery. He also had what they call cat COVID, which is different than 2019 COVID. And so the doctor was concerned that if he gets sick, I guess, like, he's more susceptible to not being alive. And so when he got sick, he had a fever, and, like, he was really lethargic, and I had to spoon feed him, and, like, it was like this whole, I was like, oh my God. Like, of course I took him in immediately. So so now he hasn't been exposed to anybody, anything. It's just been me. He hasn't gone anywhere other than the apartment. Like, he hasn't even come into contact with, like, other friends. Like, it's just been here. So it's also too, he hasn't been to the vet. He hasn't been, because my first thought was, oh my God, did I give him bird flu somehow? Like, because I was like, could I get it? So that's the thing, right? Because I was doing mountains and mountains of laundry, I think what it may have been was dust. Because he sneezed. I counted him 5 times, and it was all yesterday. He's been good today so far. But also, after I realized, I was like, oh, maybe it's the dust, maybe it's the carpet. And so I put my air purifier in the bedroom and turned it on, and he's been fine since. It's not on right now, but so I think he's okay. He's been acting completely normal. But man, it scared me so bad because I didn't know cats could get fever. So when when he was sick, and he was sneezing and stuff. I was keeping an eye on him. But then when I had to spoon feed him, um, they were saying like, oh, like, you know, he probably is just like, he had to, you know, he had a surgery, something, something, whatever. I have seen him sneeze before, but because of that incident, it has scared me, you know? And what was crazy about that, though, is like when, because, you know, like with like little kids, you like feel their forehead, or, you know, I don't know, partners or siblings or whoever you're with, and you feel their forehead for fever. Thor doesn't have human forehead. But the thing is, when I pet him, his little, you know how like he's kind of bald here and he's got his little ears? When I put my hand like here, it was so hot. And I was like, he has a fever. There's no way for me to know that except for like just like I was like, he has a fever. And I'm like, I need to take it. Like, I kept checking his gums because, you know, if your pet's gums get pale, that's a really bad sign. His gums were fine. But I called the vet and I was like, can I bring him in? I need to bring him in. And so I took him in and they're like, yeah, he, you know, it's probably just stress from the surgery and blah, blah, blah. We'll give him antibiotics and then this and that. We'll give him, you know, so they gave him a bunch of stuff and he immediately perked up and I was like, oh, thank God. But yeah, it was, not fun. So anytime anything's weird with Thor, I'm like, you know, you brush his teeth. You're supposed to, and I don't. I know you're supposed to, but I don't. He does have good teeth genetically, which is good. To be fair, I also didn't know you were supposed to until like a year ago, because I was like, how do you brush your like? Is there animal toothpaste? Like I didn't know. Yeah, apparently like you're supposed to, which it does. If you think about it, it does make sense. They do have treats for that, and like I used to give them greenies because I've heard it was good for their teeth, but they also then it came out like greenies aren't good for their like gut health. So brush. The thing is like I've heard people say like it'll make their teeth just last longer. But he does genetically have good teeth. English, hello. So also too, the thought of me trying to brush his teeth, he would either absolutely hate it or he would love it. There's no in between. Well, if you think about it, because my first thought is he would absolutely hate it. But if you think about it, anytime I try to brush him, what's the first thing he does? He bites it. So, like, if I could just have a toothbrush and put it in his mouth, he's going to automatically chew it. You know? I wouldn't be down to, like, I'll try it. I don't even know where do you get a cat? I have not tried it. I actually, I feel like that's a lie. I feel like he has chewed on my toothbrush accidentally once before. Cat toothbrush. Well, that's not what I expected. It's got like a tiny little tip. No, I need him to like. It has to be like a toy that he's gonna. Oh, here we go. Chewy has stuff. Oh, always Chewy. It's always Chewy. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna use these either. Oh, it comes with toothbrush. Cat poultry flavored toothpaste. Are you for real? Oh, that's so funny. Are you kidding me? There's these like little finger brushes. But the thing is my aunt gave me some like 13 years ago. But it's to get spots out of clothes. And it works. You're telling me that was a toothbrush this whole time? Ah, here we go. I think this one will work. I think this one will work. I'm going to add it to my auto ship. When am I supposed to get that? Oh, God. Oh, they may have... Oh no. Oh cool. I did it. Or what? I don't know. I lost the speaking English. You know. Did you see her watch Polly? No. So the thing is, Nate texted me about it, and he's like, "You gotta watch this," and I was like, "Okay, where do I watch it?" And he sent it to me on Twitter, but I have yet to watch it because I was getting ready for stream. Anyway, so going back to the story that I started with that I forgot when we got a little distracted. I think so. I woke up this morning and my eyes are super super dry, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, my mouth is super dry too. And I was like, oh, I must have just slept with my mouth open or something. Ha ha ha. But then I went to the gym, right? And like, I did try to put my contacts in this morning, but they weren't having it. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So I put on my glasses. But when I was at the gym, I was like, my mouth is so dry. And no matter how much water I drank, my mouth was still dry. And I was like, what is happening? And then I started thinking, started doing some critical thinking. And I think I am so dehydrated, it's not even funny. And so, luckily for me, I have liquid IV. So I drank this much already. But so when I'd made this, they say, I don't know if this is true or not. I can't imagine it is true, but they say if you drink liquid IV and it tastes sweet, you're really dehydrated. If it tastes salty, you're hydrated and you don't really need to drink it. I took one swig of this and it was sweeter than Dr. Pepper to me. Like, it was almost disgusting. Like, I thought I was drinking a milkshake at one point. It's also kind of thick. But anyway, I know. What's the thing? It's not like I haven't had any water at whatsoever. Like, I have been, but not as much. And I've been doing a lot of walking and packing and unpacking and walking. And I don't know. Making drink now. I know. Well, the problem is, like, I have had it set to, like, oh, remind me. But if I don't have my phone on the game, then it doesn't remind you. So the problem with the flask thing, I washed 2 of them, but the straws don't match because I got all the straw. I have like 8, but not 8 straws, 8 water things. I mixed all the straws up and I have to figure out which one goes to which. But I've only washed 2. And I have to wash the other 6, and I haven't really been able to, you know? The reminder thing kind of sucks. Yeah, I thought it was going to remind me for a lot of other stuff, but I closed out of the app, and because I closed out of the app, it was like, all right, there goes the reminder. I'm like, what reminder, you know? Test drinking to feeding Thor. Well, the thing is about feeding Thor is I feed him wet food, like, twice, sometimes 3 times a day, and he has dry food that comes automatic out of his automatic feeder. It is kind of funny you mention that though, because when I feed Thor, I'm like, maybe I should feed myself. And also too, sometimes when I've given Thor wet food and he licks it, then he walks away and he hears me making food, he waits until I'm eating and then he'll start eating. Like yesterday when I got back from everything, I came in, I picked up food, and I like stood in the kitchen and I was eating, and he comes in, row, 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 row. I'm like, I'm eating. And he goes, row. His bowl's right here. He goes, I'm like, okay. I don't know. He's in bed right now. I was blow drying my hair and he was looking at me. He hates the blow dryer. He hates it. He's looking at me like, we shall eat together, mother. You know, okay. So I need to finish cleaning everything and organizing everything. The next thing I need to get on my list, because the computer mat thing was very important. But something that I need desperately is a dining room table. Rain bin for... I didn't even know. That's another thing too, because it like is rain and cold and whatever. But like I didn't even realize, because the thing is, usually when the weather's like that, I sleep for like 10 years. But I didn't even realize it until I opened the windows and I was like, it rained? It's raining till Friday? Don't say that. Is it really? Oh, God. maybe it'll be done. What time by Friday? Shit. Okay. Cause going on a Lewis. No, it ain't. Listen, I know you're from the over the seas, and so everybody's used to driving in rain there. Here in SoCal, I want you to imagine people that only know how to drive in the sun. Yeah, that was her. Oh, okay. I thought you were. I don't know. Some people, they've adapted to the rain. Not here. Not here. It's bad. Is like raining bad or drivers? um. Also, too, I don't know what my bangs are doing. We're just gonna have to let them figure themselves out. Ah, yes. Drivers, the rain area that was mostly just sprinkling. That would also explain why I didn't know it was raining, because I didn't hear anything. What was I gonna say? I had something else to say, but I forgot. Cleaning. Oh, I need to find a dining room table. Where does one buy a dining room table that's not gonna be $800? What's like and don't say Amazon. IKEA? Dude, IKEA, weirdly enough, also very expensive. Okay, we'll look at IKEA, though. Because I did look at IKEA for... That's the cutest nightstand I've ever seen. What the hell? Okay, sorry. Table and chairs. Dining furniture. I want it to be... See, the problem is I don't want it to be rectangle. I want it to be... Actually, this one's cute. I don't mind that one. I would prefer it to be either a circle... This circle one is... It's just the table. And it's just a circle. And it's just the table. And it's $700. It's just a circle table. I either want a circle table or I want a square. I told y'all, I'm pretty sure I looked at this shit. I'm pretty sure, because IKEA was one of the first places I looked. Yeah, this table and 4 chairs, $779. And it's cute as hell, too. Alright, I'm gonna look. What if I do price? I'll do these prices. Okay, this one's cute, but it's rectangle. This is like a weird table. Can I look for like a set? Costco? Oh, I didn't even think about Costco. I was about to be like, I don't have a membership. Yes, I do. I've had one. Search Costco. Dining room set. The first one that popped up is $1,600. Okay, let's aim for not that. The cheapest one they have is $800. Big Lots. Okay. Fireplaces. Big Lot sells fireplaces? Dining room set. Dining room sets. All right. Let's see. Filters. Let's do price. Max amount. What's a good max amount? Maybe secondhand for front. Yeah, I just have to... the problem with that is I would have to also get a U-Haul. So nice when you put ever in a meal, almost tastes. I know. I used to have one. Used to. It's been 84 years. Okay. Big Lots. I I made the max $500, and they have 4 options, and they're not good. um, is are things this expensive now? Like, is this what's happening? Honestly, yeah, that's insane. I remember going to Walmart and I got a dining room table and 4 chairs for like $100. I'm back on IKEA. Some a friend of mine got a pretty cute garden furniture table. See, I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I sit in my chairs like a goober. And so I want to not get uncomfy chairs, and every garden patio furniture stuff that I've ever sat in is so uncomfy. A dress shirt is now like 100. Oh, dude, I know. However, I am a little slut for Nordstrom Rack because like the clothes there are good quality, and they're a little bit more pricey, but they're cheaper because they're not like in season anymore or whatever. They get separate shirts. Yeah. Like even now I'm sitting like a goober. I also would need to measure if a... Okay, why are you just showing me storage? I don't need storage. This is fine. Let's see. Square and round. What are the options? Okay, not good. They're not good. I mean, the Walmart website seems to have cheap dining. Okay, I'll go to Walmart. Man, I do like this one IKEA table. I like the color of it. But, it's a rectangle. Alright, let's go to Wally World. Walmart. Dining. Exa Guardian, thank you for subscribing to Twitch Prime. Dining sets. For 26 months. Okay. Let's take a look-see. Dining table sets for 4. For me and Thor, and then my stuffed animals or something. Okay. Okay. Well, do you want the good news or the bad news? The good news is I found one that's really cute. The bad news, it's $2,692.99. Yep. Yep. So not that. What's it made of? I don't know. I'm gonna click it. Let's see. Durable wood construction, crafted from kiln-dried solid rubber wood and an engineered wood that lends exceptional strength and ensures the table's structural integrity over time. It's so cute, though. Just sorting how to most ASC is... What? It's Homestock Art Deco Dreams 5-piece 48 inches round or 66 inches oval extendable dining set, butterfly leaf table, antique, white and chestnut brown, seat 6. It's so cute. So 6 instead of 4. I typed 4. It has on the picture 4. I think it just can do 6. My search, I clicked dining table sets for 4. And it still pops up. So I think 6 is just an option they have. This one's nice. I don't really like the gray. And also, I keep seeing this in the corner of butterfly leaf. It's expandable. Money, money, money. Shame. But it looks so cute. Anyway, I keep seeing this, and I think that y'all are doing, like, the emotes on screen. And I'm like, damn, what are y'all celebrating? Anyway, so what have y'all been up to since we last, since Monday? Oh, Thor would tear the shit up with this. This one's nice. I like this one. This one's nice. It's the... I can't pronounce it. Hold on, I'm going to scroll back up. The... Rattan. Because my American wants to go Radin. Grinding for gyms mostly and dealing with my dyslexia at being at 11 for some reason. Me too, apparently. Damn. Rawtan? Raw? Here back rather jogging 48 hours and call if I didn't, so I called my other dudes in box tool, and then again on Tuesday said he'd get an update within an hour, still waiting. I hate when people do that. It's so annoying. I will send... That's me sending Juju. That they're gonna call you in the next 10 minutes. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I was scrolling and finding ones that I liked, and guess what? Out of stock. Cool. Love that. Thank you, Walmart. Damn it! This one's cute, and it's blue. It's got like the cottage core kind of blue. It's $1,000. What the hell? Like what? What? Why? Oh, great. There's another cute little one with the circle table, and it's $1,700. What? Why is my taste like this? This is ridiculous. That looks very similar to my old one. Jeez. So expensive. Yeah, like what happened? I used to go to Ross and buy $3 t-shirts, and I would be like, this is nice. I like this. Granted, I am still kind of like that. But I see something, I'm like, this is so cute. Oh my god, I love it. And it's like, cool, $3,000. I'm like, you mother... Not that I'm gonna get it. That would be insanity. That would be so dumb. Oh, I got this table and it was $3,000. Unless that $3,000 table is gonna make food for itself and then feed it to me, that I'm not getting a $3,000 table. That's... See, I like that. That one could work. I also have to remember I gotta build this. That's... Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. son of a bit. I was like, this one's cute. $700. I just need, is there like a cap? Can I, price, here we go. There we go. I'm just going to put the cap at 520. It's like 420. Only makes me feel a little better. Okay, and then we're going to sort by price low. Oh, the cheapest one I can get is $90. And it looks like if Thor jumps on it, it's going to fall apart. Classic. Also, I do not want to get a glass top. Do not want to get a glass top. I've seen too many horror videos on TikTok, but also, you know how Thor's left Hershey Kisses? On, like, the couch and clothes and stuff. Yeah. We're just gonna avoid the glass. We're just gonna avoid the glass real quick. Here's a really cute one, but it's only a 2-seater. What if I have friends over? What if I make dinner for friends? Like I have those. Psh. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Well, this one looks nice. Maybe. This one looks nice. Maybe. This one looks nice. Did I open this one? No. Alright, we're finding some options. This is good. We're finding some options in Walmart. Walmart doing the thing. But you know, the thing is though, with circle tables, how many times am I gonna hit the middle part? You know what I mean? Under the table, yeah, because it's one thing like that. How many times am I gonna bring up my leg and go donk? That's a possibility. Maybe not a high possibility. Do they have other sidewalls? That's what I'm looking for. I mean, I'm just kind of looking for everything in general. But, the good news is we are finding stuff here that's not outrageous. Because the other stuff was kind of outrageous. Oh, hello, Inbird. Like the 4 legs one? Yeah. This one's cute, but it's only got 2 chairs. It's so frustrating. Why is being an adult so frustrating? Did y'all get hand-me-down furniture when you had your own place? If you did, I'm so jealous of you. Just one folding tablecloth whenever there's company. Oh. It's handy. I mean, yes, but after moving here, no. Damn. Yep, mostly from my nanny. You can imagine what it looked like. Fair enough. That's fair. Hand-me-down, yes. Good quality, no. Yeah. This one's on sale. The only thing I ever got was when because I moved out at 18 and I went to college. God, this is rough. I need to do something with my bangs. I went to college and I was driving my dad's car to college, and it was rough. And then randomly my grandpa called me and was like, "Hey, I think for your 19th birthday that you should get a car." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to save up for one." And he's like, "No, no, I mean, your gift will be a car." And I was like, "Okay." So I open CarMax and I'm looking at $1,000 cars, $2,000 cars. And I'm looking for like the cheapest of the cheap, you know? And I was like, "Okay, I can find something like for like 2,000." He goes, "No, no, no, no." He's like, "Well, we'll look for something. You can look for something that's 12,000." And I had my Mac laptop, and I was like this, 12,000? And he goes, "Yeah, I think you can find a car in good condition like that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you so much." And he goes, "Yeah, yeah. I just, me and your grandma were talking, and we think that, you should probably have your own car." And I was like, "Thank you so much." Because I never really, like, when I was like, my mom likes to say I was spoiled, but when I was like a little kid, I was spoiled because I was the firstborn. I was like the first. But then, like, later on in life, I don't think I was spoiled. And then I also went through a lot of shit. And so this was like insane. And so I went on CarMax and was looking up Hyundais. And then I saw a little blue Hyundai. And I was like, "I want that one. I want that one. I want that one." And so I sent it to my grandpa. I was like, "I want this one." And he's like, "Okay, well, we got to go test drive it." And I was like, "Okay, but I want this one." Like, I already knew. And I told my I told my dad, and he was like, "No, no, 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 no. We got to go try. We got to go test drive other cars." So we went to like some, used car place. And there was like this black Mustang, and he's like, "Oh, all the guys are going to think you're so cool. They're going to want to date you if you're driving this." And I was like, "I don't want this car." And he's like, "But you're going to be so cool." I'm like, "The gas mileage sucks. I don't want this car." He's like, "Well, you got to test drive it." I test drove it. It was horrible. I hated it. And then we tried it. I test drove some other car, and I hated it. And I was like, "I want to go get the Hyundai." So, much to his dismay, we eventually went with my grandpa, and we walked over, and they walked up to a silver 2010 Hyundai Accent. And I was like, they're like, "Is this the car?" And I'm like, because keep in mind, I didn't learn how to speak my mind or like be confrontational until like 2016. And this is 2011. And so normally I've been a people pleaser for as long as I can remember, but I remember standing there going, actually, I wanted the blue one over there. And I pointed to it, and they're like, "Well, there's two of them. Which one do you want?" And I'm like, "Oh, shit." And then I picked the one that I think that had the least amount of mileage. I think it had 33,000 miles, because it was she was a rental car first, and then I got her. And I put, in the span of 14 years, 13 and a half years, I put 51,000 miles on her. Yeah, all the stuff I know, and that's what was so hard yesterday. Was just like, it's just a good car. And what sucks is, like, if that didn't happen, I could have put, however many more on her. It's a ton. Not for, dude, usually people drive, like, anyway, people drive, like, I think, what was it, like 12,000 miles a year? Like, that they go to work and then come back, and then they go to places and, like, all this other stuff. When the tow truck driver saw how many miles she had, he's like, "When did you get her?" And I told him, and he's like, "You barely put anything on that. What do you do?" And I was like, I work from home, and I don't do anything." But anyway, so yeah, so I got that, and that was like my one, like, gift, I guess. And then when I moved into my first apartment in Oklahoma, my grandparents like, "Oh, we're gonna gift you a washer and dryer." And I was like, "You don't have to." They're like, "No, we want to." And I was like, "Thank you." My parents never gave me shit. My parents were like, "Cool, have fun." I'm like, I mean, to be fair, there has been times where, like, my mom's been like, oh, like, here, I'll send money for a plane ticket after I bought the plane ticket. And I'm like, oh, you don't have to. She goes, no, I'm going to help. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, you know, I'm not saying like they just told me to fuck off. But in terms of like, oh, I have a savings account for you for when you go to college, or I have you a college fund, or I have this or that, or, oh, like, I, you know, did this for you for, you know, didn't get any of that. I turned 18, had to pay for my own college, pay for my own gas, pay my own car insurance, all that stuff. But, like, I did, you know, I did get the gift of Ella, which was nice. But it's just so funny, like, seeing stuff on TikTok of people being like, yeah, like, my parents did this for me, my parents did that for me, my parents did that. I'm like, I'm happy for them. But it's like, damn. Like, even now, like, Gage going to college is completely paid for. His car is completely paid for. He's got all this stuff completely paid for it. And, like, I told him, I was like, oh, because you have a job, right? So since you're only having to buy, like, your groceries and stuff, you don't have to buy anything else, you should come out and fly out and come visit. And he's like, it's too expensive. I'm like, you don't have to pay for shit, brother. Literal brother. Like, you don't have to pay for anything. And he's like, well, yeah, I have to pay for groceries. And I'm like, and then I made the mistake of telling my mom that. And I was like, he won't even fly out. And she goes, well, you just had a different life when you were his age. And I was like, yeah, I know that. I'm not saying that, you know, but I was like, I had to pay for my college. I had to pay for my, you know, car insurance and my gas and everything else. I had to, well, your grandparents got you a car. And I'm like, yeah. And Gage's entire college fund is paid for all 4 years. And his apartment, and his car, and I just started listing off. She goes, well, they gave you your car. And I'm like, if someone would have paid for my college, I would have kept going, you know? But I got the bill, and I was like, I don't need this. Technically, I didn't get the bill until like 5 years later, but, you know. I did get the bill for when I went to community college and I failed my math class. And they're like, yeah, you have to pay for the stuff that you failed. And I'm like, oh. I'll never forget, though. I'll never forget. But also, too, by the way, I would very much prefer Gage to have everything covered. Because I want him to have an easier life than I did. I'm just ragging on him because he's my brother. And I can, because I'm an older sister. I don't want him to have to go through what I went through. I wouldn't let him go through what I went through. Bill came after the class I had to pay before yeah, it was weird. Because I remember my dad was doing the FAFSA stuff, and I had no clue what was going on. And then, I don't remember much from back then. But I remember when I failed the math class, my teacher was like, if you fail this, you're gonna fail this. If you do this, blah, 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 you're gonna fail and you're gonna have to pay. And I'm like, okay. Like, I was so over it because she was such a bad teacher. Tortellini is here. But anyway, then my other college, they just never contacted me. They never billed me until they saw my dad's obituary. And then they were like, got him. Tortellini. Were you sleeping? Oh, you look mischievous. Yeah, super Christian of them. It was a Christian college. Oh, goodness, sorry. I was trying to pick you up. He opened his mouth and nothing came out. Are you sleeping? Good. You feel okay? I think he's processing waking up. You can't get on the desk, okay? Immediately tries to get on the desk after you attended. I went the first semester in 2012, and then they contacted me April 7th, 2017. So it'd been like 5 years. My bangs are annoying. Where are you gonna go? Thor. In 10 years you could have just told him. Yeah, I wish, but it was really annoying. It was also too just so scummy. What? Were you sleeping? Leave Grogu alone. Yes, so about the lights. Listen, if that ever is a different color, yeah, still, I haven't plugged in my security footage. I haven't plugged in the Philips Hue. I haven't done anything because I've been just. Okay. Nope, we're not doing this. Nope, nope. Come here. You want to sit here? Come here. Sit in the chair. Nope. You sit right here. I would do it now, but I feel like that would somehow ruin. I'd do something to mess the internet up. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. The water caught up next to me. Okay, I got it. Here, Thor, you sit. Has he just been sitting the whole time? You just sitting? Okay. Boop. Well, I'm ready for it to not be ice cold, you know? I'm ready to wear cute outfits and not just this every single. I feel like I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready for stream, and I'm like, well, it's either a hoodie or a hoodie. Can I sit? Can I sit? I want to sit down. Do you want to tell them how you jumped on the counter last night and knocked over the treats onto the ground and then tried to eat the bag of treats? You want to tell them about that? He's just bathing himself. You want to see the state of the bag? Hold on. Like, look how bad this got. He doesn't even like the rabbit one. He likes the goose one. I put some on your plate for you, and he didn't eat them. This smells so bad, dude. It's cold in here. It's 65 degrees. For one in that, I know. What's so dumb too? Cause he doesn't like that one. He'll eat it. Oh. You good? Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Okay, sorry. Guess not. Guess I'll just sit over here. I'll just sit here like a pleb. Let him scratch himself. That's what I meant by the... Stop, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop. Hey. That's what I meant by the mic is crispy. That's what I meant. I feel like you can hear all kinds of things now. Can y'all hear the gurgles? Oh God, don't say that. Don't say you can hear the gurgles. You know, I get like the air bubble that goes up and down and it just kind of gurgles. Not okay, good. Phew. Phew. I don't know why I always get so insecure. Even when I'm around like people that I'm comfortable with. If they hear a gurgle, I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. To me, that's like burping out loud in public. I feel like I have to say, excuse me, but then also too, like that's mortifying. What is he doing? He's just can't help. I know, but it's a still sneezing in public as well. Really? I have a friend who's like. I have a friend who's like that. Loves that window. Okay. He, out of the other, in the living room, the window in the living room, he saw birds when he was eating, and he was just eating, and he goes, and then just starts slinking on the ground. I wish he would just go look out the window and watch them. Constantly, because they're always going to be there. But it's like he knows he can't get to them. No. He's about to do exactly what he did last time. Just walking down the sidewalk one day and you happen to look up and see the chunker in the window. Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time. It's not going to be the last time. There's a ton of cat hair on the mic. You're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. He's like, I know. That's why I'm here. I think he's going to try to climb onto this desk. No. He's doing the stupid cat thing. You know when cats are like, if I move really slowly, they're not going to see it? He had wet food. Oh, yeah, he had wet food and one of those dried treats. He didn't want the dried treats. The thing is about those dried treats, He wants them if I hand feed it to him. If I put them in the plate, he doesn't want them. He'll also eat it if I sprinkle it on the floor. He's just waiting. Oh my god. Hold on. Hello. I had a delivery. I had to sign for a delivery, and Thor heard the knock and was like. But the thing is, like, if he hears me chatting to someone, then he's like, "Oh, is it fine?" So even like he ran halfway into the bedroom, and then I went, and when I closed the door, he was walking around the corner looking at me like, if he hears me talking to somebody, and then we come into the unit, if the thing is right, so let's say I made a new friend, Larry. I don't know, I made a new friend named Larry. And say I come home and I open the door, me and Larry walk into the apartment. Thor's gonna hear someone else's voice. And so but he's gonna hear me first, so he's gonna come running, and then he's gonna look up and see Larry, be like, "Oh shit," and start to walk away. But not, I say walk, it'd be slinking and running away. But if I tell Larry, "Hey, call out to him first." So if Larry goes, "Hi, Thor," then Thor's like, "You know me. How do you know me?" And then he kind of like, he'll come over and he'll smell the person, and every time. Every time. As long as you call out his name, most of the time. It's easier with women. When it's dudes, it's a little harder. But it's like scratching butters. He likes you when he, yeah. His own name. Feel like most cats don't do that. Really? Thor is super reactive. If I call him Thor, or
Thor will call Larry.
Maggie, thank you for the 100 bits. I also, because I call him Tortellini. Most of the time, whenever I get home, like I say I've been gone for like 5 hours or whatever, and I come home and I go, "Where's my tortellini?" Then he comes, "Row, row, 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 row." I'm like, so anyway, I don't know how I got tortellini, but sometimes too, I'll come in, I'll take my shoes off, I'll put my bag down, and he didn't hear me come in or something.
Oh,
A survivalist. Thank you for subscribing at tier 3.
New apartment.
Yeah, new apartment, new me, new year. Thank you for subscribing for 28 months. Yeah, if say I come in and he doesn't hear me, then I'll go, "Where's my tortellini?" And then, row, 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 row. So, like saying torty pie. I have never heard you say torty pie. Out of all the names, I have never heard torty pie. Does he run to the door? Yeah, sometimes it's a problem. Door. Did you run? Yeah. He's gotten Thornton, Thorticus, Tort, Tor. I call him Tortellini. Toot? Yeah. I'm trying to think of like, because I had Thornton. He gets Thornton. But he only really reacts to Thor and Tortellini. You come here? I want y'all to see about Thor Odinson. What, Torb? I don't think Torb would work. Oppa Rocket, thank you for subscribing with your Twitch Prime for 43 months. And did it start a hype train? Thornton sounds like a distinguished British. Exactly, there's all different kinds. You come here? No? Okay. Well, I'll just... How's your day been going? It's, good. I woke up at 5:30. Did leg day at the gym. Here he comes. Nope, just kidding. Don't claw the chair. I told you to come here if you want to come here. Do you want me to pick you up? You want to pick you up? No, he doesn't. Well, you're being a problem, dude. Make a decision. Anyway, so the good news is, after doing the department thing, after doing the Ella thing, now my schedule is, for the most part, done. Except for the trip this weekend. After that, I'm done with everything. So, yeah, trip should be fun. It should be fun. I'm a little stressed, but, you know, it should be fine. There is a wedding thing, but that's in March. Well, March is when we focus on partner plus. Oh, it's funny you bring up the bruises. I thought we were in the clear. I don't know, man. Like I started getting them again. I thought we were like good. There's some on my thighs. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I feel fine. They're mostly on my upper thigh. I think there's one back here, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I still need to go get the blood test done. What are you doing? Stop eating. He's eating my wires. Yeah, I still have to go. That's the other thing. Like, it's not something I'm like, oh my god, I have to do this right now. But it's like I do. The reason why I haven't made it my goal to get it done ASAP is because I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to drink pre-workout and then go to the gym and then go do it. And then it was like, I had to do other stuff. And then I was thinking like, oh, I'll just go do it at this point. But then I would get a headache. So I had to take Advil, and I didn't want to get blood drawn when I had Advil in my system, you know? And so it's just like, and now it's like, if I'm super dehydrated, I don't want to go give like 5 vials of blood, you know? Been so stressed. I don't know if that. Oh no, apparently it does affect it. But the thing is, I did tell my doctor that I was really, really stressed, and she took that into account. So all of the blood tests I did get done came back normal, but it's so weird because I looked. So my platelets, right? They're in the safe range, but I didn't know this. I've gotten my blood drawn before. Once when I thought I had an aneurysm when I went to the hospital. And then again for something else. I don't remember what else. But they have it in record. So in like 2022, my platelets were like perfect. Like this is like the lower end. This is the higher end. Anything lower than this, this is the green, right? And my platelets, this is the lower end. This is the higher end. My platelets were like here. This was like 2022. And then in 2023, they were here. And now they're here. Like, this is the, past this is the danger point. And I'm still on the green, but they've risen. And I was like, why did it raise? But it also, too, I could potentially be lacking iron, which would explain the bruising as well. But I don't want to take iron supplements if we don't know that's the problem, you know? But also, too, like, it's hard because when you Google stuff, there's, like, it'll say, like, oh, you know, platelets can rise when you're stressed. Or it'll be like, platelets will rise if you haven't had enough, you know, iron. And there's, like, a whole bunch of, you know, what did we get? What am I looking at? Where would I ever use that? Googling something. I know. I always Google the symptom and then I put Reddit afterwards. But Reddit was actually not that helpful this time. So I was like, well, okay. The only thing is like, I took into account, this is the most stressed I have ever been in so long. Like, in a really, really long time. This is the most stressed I have been. And this is a bad habit I have. I've talked to my therapist about it. My doctor doesn't know about it. Because it's a mental thing. Whenever I get really stressed out and like everything's really chaotic, my brain's like, the only thing that we can control is our, you know, appetite. The only thing that we can control is our food intake. And then I end up not eating ever. It's not a good thing, but when I get so stressed out, my brain is like, I don't need it. Even though, like, logically, physically, yes, we do need it. But I have no appetite. I don't think about eating. And then I'm like, oh shit, I haven't eaten, you know? So I do think that also probably has something to do with it. And so overall, it's just a shit show. But, you know, I'm still looking at tables. Once, we'll see, now that everything's, you know, finished, we finished the apartment, we finished Ella. I don't have to go back to that area anymore. I don't have to make that massive trek. That's done. We can be settled in this apartment, and I can focus on streaming and YouTube and Fansly, and I can start reading my books. I can start writing some more books. I can play video games, because I haven't really been able to do any of that, you know? Just because it was, what else we're completely finished with? Bob, that too, damn. I wonder, you know what's so funny? So when I was in the unit with, the guy, he's like a realtor for my landlord. He was super nice. He was, you know, very nice. So we were chatting or whatever, because we were having a good time, you know, talking about the unit. And I was like, you know, I just love this unit and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, yeah, you stream, right? And I was like, yeah, I do. I didn't know you'd remember that. He's like, yeah, no, I remember. And then he's like, yeah, you have a cat named Thor, right? And I was like, yeah, how do you remember that? I was like, how do you remember? Because this isn't someone I talk to ever. But anyways, we were chatting. And then Bob did something, and he goes, but the thing is, I'm still kind of used to it, unless it's like super loud. But so he heard it, and he goes, that's her, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, yeah, you know, I can see how, like, once they start making noise and they don't stop, that gets real annoying. And I'm like, yeah. So, but the thing is, right? Because all sound is going to be amplified since nothing's in there, right? So my landlord, because I moved out early, they worked out this thing where, like, you know, I'm going to get my entire deposit back since I moved out early. He can go in and make repairs and everything, like, because technically my lease isn't done, right? But I signed it over to where now it's done. So he has extra days to, like, fix it up so he can lease it again. The thing is, he's going to be there. And I'm hoping that he hears her. I hope she makes the most awful noise, because she knows the unit's empty. Because I moved out. Like, she obviously knows. So she's going to be as loud as she possibly wants, right? And so I'm just hoping that he's in there and he hears all this shit and he's like, the fuck is going on? Singing to, oh, Probably. That's also too though. I was like thinking to myself, I was like, I can probably go through and clear out a lot of videos that I have on my phone. But sorry, it was Thor Sitter contacted me. So super loud. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. You know what's so weird? It was like the last 3 weeks or so, it had gotten more quiet. And so I was like, this is kind of bullshit. But the thing is, I realized it's because she broke up with her boyfriend and he was living with her. And so instead of 2 Bobs, it was only 1 Bob. And I'm like, that makes sense. But yeah, I would hear them at 2 a.m., 5 a.m. What are you doing? Well, he hasn't sneezed at all, so I think that's a good sign. He's having a hee-hee moment. Or a heh-heh. Hee-hee is 2 E's. Heh-heh. Do I have a hair tie? No. Do you want me to go get the hair ties? No. No. No, don't slow blink at me. He did even bigger slow blink. What if I just... I don't know what his fascination is. So Rambo, you go to Joanne Fabric? Yes. I love Joanne Fabrics. What's he doing? He's just sitting, but he's gonna try to get behind the computer. I can already tell. No. No. They're closing 500 stores, bunch of California. I know. There's one that I like to go to specifically, and they just opened it. So I'm really hoping that one doesn't get hit. Back there because it's warm. He's got fur. He's fine. I'm warm. He's not here. I think he just wants to go back there because he knows he's not supposed to. Put the list of stores in Discord. Okay. Wait, I want to see. Since in the... Because as far as I know, I think there's only 3 that I can think of. I'm waiting. I couldn't find my Discord. Okay, let's see. Alaska, California, Chico, Fresno, Long, Huntington, Alhambra, Canada, Lakewood, Torrance, Northridge, Buena Park, Irvine, Woodland Hills, Glendale, Fullerton, Santa Clarita, Orange, Foothill, Sherman Oaks. You doofus! No! There's ridges in the side of my computer and he stuck all of his nails in there. Hold on. Is this it? No. No, 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 no. 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 That's it. I have no reason to live. I have no reason to live. They just built it like a year ago. Are you kidding me? It's 2 stories. It's 2 stories and it has so many things. Are they taking the... Hold on. For starters, I didn't know there was this many in California to begin with. But are they taking the one from... Okay, so Sherman Oaks, Turlock, Eureka, Sonora, Jackson, Oxnard, Simi Valley, Redding, Corona, Temecula, Redlands, Riverside, Hemet, Chino, Sacramento, Woodland, Grove, Folsom, Citrus Heights, Salinas, Oceanside, San Diego, San Marcos, San Mateo. Okay. Okay. So, okay. There's one in Glendale, and it's ass. Like, I want you to imagine, like, booty crack, dingleberry. It is the worst one I have ever been to, ever. It is so crusty, and Jewel made me go there one time, and I hated it. And I was like, this isn't like the other one. I want to go back to my other one. And they have that. They're keeping. Oh no, wait, it's here. Never mind. It's Glendale. It's right above. It's right above Fullerton, Santa Clarita, Orange, Foothill, Sherman Oaks. I'm gonna put this. Yeah, okay. They're closing the one I like. When are they closing it? Can I protest? Can I go out with like a sign? Please. Can I email Joanne Fabrics? You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. It's so good. How do I single-handedly save a Joanne Fabrics? I will travel an hour and a half. It does not matter where I am. I will travel so long for that specific one. In Texas and Oklahoma too. I bet Trump did this. I bet he's to blame. I'm gonna blame him. That bitch. Getting more Barnes and Noble. Yeah, but, you know. And Georgia, but, you know, Grudge. Yeah, well. Yeah, that Grudge came back. This is a cute dining. Well, I'm gonna open it just in case. Whoa, this looks like my childhood dining set. I don't know if I want that. Also, oh, I remember what I was going to tell you. So I went to my P.O. box yesterday, and y'all know me. I have anxiety and agoraphobia, which is a type of anxiety. Anyway, so I went to my P.O. box, and as I was pulling up, I heard cars like honking nonstop, like over and over. And I was like, what the hell is going, like, nonstop. And then I heard sirens, and I heard more cars honking, and I was like, what is happening? And I heard screaming, and I was like, what is happening? Because, like, you know, I think the worst case scenario. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I pull up, and I see on my left is like a massive crowd of people holding signs and holding flags. And then, like, the light turned green, and then cars driving past, all of them were bah, 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 the horn. And I was like, what is happening? And then someone, and it was a bunch of kids. Like, they all looked like 15, 16, 17. One of the kids turned the sign, and it said, like, honk if you hate ice. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh, this makes so much more sense. Oh, my God. Like, the relief. It was the relief of, like, it's not bad, but then the relief of, like, how many people were in support of, like, you know, don't do this awful thing. And then also is a bunch of kids. And so I was like, I should honk. But then I was like, but I'm anxious. I'm like, I know, but I think we should honk. Like, I think we got to show support. And my brain's like, but then that's going to make us stick out. And I'm like, I don't like sticking out. My brain's like, I know. But I was like, but it'll make them feel good. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I am in support of, like, you know, fuck ice. And I'm like, yeah. Well, that's the problem. Everybody else was also honking. But I think is I had to turn into the P.O. box, and they had crossed the street, and so were they on this side. And so if I honked, they were going to look directly at me, all 50 of them. And so I'm like, what do I do? And like, because I was paying attention to traffic, paying attention to the light, paying attention to like all the sounds, and then I was like, oh my god, and so I had to like turn, and I wanted to be like, yeah, but also honk the horn, but I also had to turn, so I was like, okay, fuck it, and so I turned the horn, and I just start going, bam, 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 bam. I just start, and they all turn, and they go, yeah, like they're all like celebrating, and I just went, bam, 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 bam. the I don't know why I read that as Gatorade. Listen, it's been a long day. Thank you for the raid, the boy laid. Is that how you pronounce it? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I just started doing like boop 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 boop. Silas's horn is real loud. But it was sponsored by Gatorade. That would be a great sponsor, to be fair. Get that Gatorade money. But yeah, it was cute, but it was like they're doing a good job, but it was so scary. My adrenaline was through the roof, but I thought that was nice that they're protesting. But I did see the orange. They had, yeah, it's like, well, they weren't like 8, but they're, like I said, they were like 15 through 18, which to me are children because I am an adult. And so when someone's like, oh, this person's 15 and blah blah blah, I'm like, a child, they're not like, a child, but like, a child. But anyway, it was just like a cool little thing that I witnessed. Just kids trying to make a difference, Everyone under 30 to me as a child, fair. So, what about Raphael? The giant is starring in the back. He's not massive. That's like to scale. Don't say that. I'm just saying. Oh my god. Just saying. To be fair though, my man, they are all grown fictional men. So I feel like they just made them so young, And they are acting like Silas being 28 is like old and he's like a mafia boss. I'm like, 28? 28? Mans is like 36. I'm still looking at tables in case you're wondering. This one looks weird. This one's cute, but I hate when chairs don't have backs. Because then I sit like this. I'm like a shrimp. Not that I have bad posture necessarily. It's just when I'm sitting in a bench chair like that. Until last night I was completely unhinged. I didn't ask for this. Listen, it's gonna come for you one way or another. It's gonna find its. I think they're just showing me the same table and chairs. I think it's just showing me the same ones, and I keep clicking on them. I'm like, I like this one, and I have like 4 tabs of it open. It's gonna be so nice though to be able to like sit at a table and not, because I've been using like TV trays for the last, I don't even know how many years, which is fine. Like, don't get me wrong, I love watching TV and eating. That was something I didn't have as a child, which is fine, by the way. Not saying I wanted it as a child. It did seem cool, but as an adult, it's kind of nice to put on some anime and eat. What sounds so good right now? Food, for starters. But secondly, I haven't made my chicken poppy seed in so long. And that sounds so good right now. That is like super comfort meal. It just sounds so good. How did you even want a table today? I thought it'd be amazing. Used it once. It's not just used for... No, mine used to be like that. But the thing is like, I probably will use it for storage sometimes, but I think just being able to have it. Also, too, I'm definitely going to run into the issue of Thor jumping on top of it. When I get in an argument with a friend, I just say, I sentence you to eating without watching YouTube. That's so cruel. Poppy seeds will make you test positive for THC. Oh no! My boss is gonna... My boss is gonna fire me. What am I gonna do? She's gonna test me for. Oh, boss, here you are. All right, time for your drug test. Open wide. I'm gonna test positive because I ate chicken poppy seed for lunch. You're fired. Finn. This one's pretty. Thor's gonna chew the shit out of this. Ooh, this one's nice too. Man, Walmart's pretty good. Oh, they're out of stock. I don't want to look anymore. Why is it showing me stuff out of stock? That's cruel. That's so cruel. Poppy seeds give positive test for opiates, not THC. THC is marijuana. Yeah, well. I think I'll be okay. I'm not eating that many poppy seeds for starters. But also, I am the CEO of presidentpiddleass.org.gov. This one's pretty and it's on sale. See, my problem is, like, I like things, but, like, will I always like it? You know? I don't want to make a rash decision. Well, look who's returned. CEO of Coot Industries, LLC.com. You gotta throw in the .com. Well. No. Why can't you just sit? Why can't you just relax? Look at me. You look guilty. Come here. Let's cuddle. You wanna cuddle? You wanna cuddle? Adore. Adore. Tortellini. Oh, goodness. Cats smell good. Did you get some food? No. I don't want you on the desk. He's being a problem. Pooch, 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 pooch. Pooch, 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 pooch. When is he not a problem? You got me there. You got me there. Sometimes he's fine. Does he actually? Yeah. The thing is, it has to be, like, on his head. Actually. Yeah, no, he's fine. He smells good. He kind of smells like, how do I word it? It's not, I can tell you what doesn't smell good. It's like, it's like warm linen, but it's not linen. Just from bathing himself. I don't know. It just kind of, it's like a warm smell of home. I don't know how to describe it. Does anybody else have cats that know what I'm talking about? Like, it's not a specific, it's not like, cinnamon, you know? It's also not like dogs. Dogs do not. Listen, I love Riley. Riley did not have a good smell. Riley was sometimes very stinky. Struggling to, yeah, because it's like, warm. warm. I don't know, like warm home. Wet dog, especially. Yeah, my dog smelled like corn chips. Yeah, Riley's feet smelled like corn chips, but it's funny because when he got older, like his teeth kind of got gross because my mom did brush his teeth, which I don't think she knew she was supposed to. Um, but whenever his breath would be stinky, he'd be like, and I'd be like, Riley, shh, and he'd go, because he had like the long nose and everything, so he'd be like, just quickly close his mouth. He was a good dog. He was best dog. Um, but I don't know. Their cats are so different. The only thing I could think of is like it smells like warm home linen, but not linen. Yeah, it's because he wants to get behind the computer, and I won't let him. He's just bathing himself. Eh! Thor. No. No. He was gonna go for it too. She's sleeping in 100% will slap the shit out. That's fair. I mean, but you know, you have the idea of what it smells like. I'm surprised because I showered and everything. Maybe he doesn't like my lotion. Because I put on a lotion. Usually whenever I shower and like wash my face and everything, he has to put his scent back on me. Has he smelled? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It sounded it. Stop doing that. Yeah. He reacts mostly to if I gasp. It was. Oh yeah. There was one time where this was a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna gasp. He stopped. He didn't even look at me. He just stopped. Anyway, there was one time. This was like 10 years ago. He's only ever done it once. He doesn't fuck around with my face anymore. But there was one time he was on my bed and we were playing. Can you hear him? He's doing his claws in the computer again. Thor. No. No. Sometimes I feel like he's so smart and he understands me. And then there's other times where I'm like, you're a dumb cat, you know? Just like, you're just a cat. Now is one of those times. Computer, it's white. And then it has like a, Jeez, I don't even know. I can take a picture. I was talking about something. What was I talking about? Oh, him pawing me. So, anyway, we were in my bedroom and I was fighting with him or whatever, and I bent down and he leapt up and got his claws No. Got his claws behind my ears and pulled down with his claws, and it latched behind both of my ears. And his face was right here, and I was so scared he was going to bite my face. Not because, like, because Thor would never do that, but he is, at the end of the day, he is an animal. Like, you have to remember, all pets are animals, no matter what. Like, oh, my pet would never, you don't know that, you know? And so, and I screamed, and, like, I was bleeding behind my ears, and, I didn't play it for a really long time after that, but I think he realized, he was like, oh, I fucked up, you know? Because he does that to me now, but he always aims for my, like, y'all have seen him aim for my arms or my legs. He has never done that to my face since. Yeah, because there's also too, like, say like I get out of the shower and he wants me to like pick him up and hold him, It's so funny because like if I went to pick him up now and like you've seen me like when I put him over his shoulder, his claws immediately like honk and I'm like, ugh, you know. But anytime like I'm not wearing clothes, I'm like pick him up out of the shower. It's like he knows I'm not. Oh my god, he's going in the closet. It's like he knows I'm not wearing clothes, and so he does not pull out his claws at all. That's a bad idea, Thor. Just letting you know. I should probably go get him. This is not going to end well. Maybe he's going to realize that he can't jump up. Do any of y'all's cat do that? Where they like they walk up and they're sitting like this and then they go. He has done that since he was a kitten. Like he'll go and he'll be like meow, and like have his head fully tilted back. Yeah, my neck cracked. See, that's what I mean. It's like you can hear everything. Like look at him. I don't know why he does that. When I had roommates, they'd be like, "Oh, he's in demon mode." Because his head would be tilted all the way back in demon mode. Well, Thor's a unique cat for sure. Yep, it's definitely something. His sitter, oh god. His sitter texted me and I probably should be texting back. But, Mr. Sandman.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, you probably get that a lot. I'm sorry. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I did get a sitter, yes. Does glowy eyes ever scare you at night? No. Partially because wherever I go, he goes, and so it doesn't surprise me. But also, too, I don't know, I usually don't have the lights off until I'm, like, in bed. Thor. This is stressing me out. Song's great, but, yeah. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, you know, it's catchy. It's something. It could be worse, you know, you could have, you know, the username, sorry I got distracted. A username that people misread all the time. Like when I had the username Piddleass and people read it as, what did people say? Piddlease? I think Piddlease was like, everyone thought it was Piddlease. And I was like, it Piddleass. Oh, but I thought you were just making fun of the way the word Piddleass. I'm like, no, it's Piddleass. Oh my god, he's getting into something. Don't meow at me, you're gonna cause chaos. Hey. Okay. I'm gonna get him out. Out. You can't go in there. He likes to be chased. This is something that I've picked up on, is he likes to be chased now. He'll like hide around a corner and then look at me. My name is Calamity when they just click. Yeah, no, that's fair. I have more the issue, nobody will say my name. To be fair, you can imagine how many people get weirdos in their chat that have names that try to make people say things, you know. We've seen every Sandman song of all time. Mrs. Sandman, Metal Sandman. That's fair. Hate those types of names. Yeah. Oh, I know it seems so bait. I'm just a chill guy. Did you just chill guy meme me in chat? Did y'all hear that? did. That was my little downstairs neighbor. It sounded like they like slammed the door. Just watch your channel religiously. Thor was just a kitten. Yeah, he a big boy now. Thought it was Thor. No. I still feel like I need to write a note to them. Be like, hey, if you hear a lot of noise, it's my cat. I'm really sorry, you know. Because I don't want them to think that I'm walking heavy on purpose. You know. But it's just Thor. He gets the zoomies. It'll be like 9 o'clock at night. And then he just, because of the carpet and because there's like a hallway and corners and it's dark, he just, you know, just Thor things. But anyway, what am I meant to do for the rest of the day? Wait, I love the idea that they don't know you have a cat but just think your apartment sprinting everywhere. Well, it doesn't sound like human sprinting. I don't think. Also, too, I was gonna film Dungeon, but I think I may leave it for next week, Future Kate's Problem, for the rest of today's stream. Well, Wednesdays, I also haven't eaten, so you have a big dog. That's also the other thing, too. Because I don't want them to think that, like, I'm either doing it on purpose or, you know, whatever. Because I want to also include a picture of Thor being like, this is the guy that's causing all of our problems. This is my son. Yeah, I hear you guys have a baby. Here's mine. Mr. Sandman, thank you for the 200 bits. That's gonna go towards the wet food cat food fund that I need to go get. Because I do have the Chewy order on the way, but someone has been a glutton. We're just staring at each other in case you're wondering. Well, shit. What? No, it's great. It's gonna go towards the tortellini fund. It's bulking season. Yeah, bulking season for people who work at, well, he does get the zoom. Oh, look, you got another one. Thank you, Mr. Salmon, for another 200 bits. You know what's funny is his little wet food containers, they do cost like $2 each. He's doing box dude, so you know how I had his cat tower here? I think it was last night. He was running around like a crazy person and then jumped from the door. So over here, jumped from the door onto the top of the cat tower. I was like, you can't do it. Yeah, he leaped. It was like I don't know how he did that. Because not only does he have arthritis, not only is he 12 and a half, he's 15 pounds. Like, he must have been on some kind of zoomy, I don't know what. But I turned and looked, and he was like... And then went... And then took off. I'm talking about you. He's just sitting by the door. Carpet has changed. I know. I'm interested in how the vacuum's gonna do. I also still need to empty out all the cleaning equipment out of my car. I wonder, because like, I haven't vacuumed since I moved in. I've only been here for like 2 weeks now, which is kind of a long time. Let me see. When did I move in? 2 weeks and a day. So the thing is, he doesn't hate it, but he definitely doesn't like it. If I bring it out and I start doing it, he gets like, he doesn't like it and he'll jump on the couch and he'll watch me. But if I get close, he'll like run to a different part of the house and then watch me. He's not scared. I don't think he's scared. I just don't think he likes it because he knows that he can see that I'm not scared of it. He usually goes off of how I react to anything is how he's going to react. So like if somebody knocks at the door that I'm not expecting like earlier, then he bolts. Also, too, sometimes though, like when I have friends come over, like at other apartments and stuff, whenever because they always called me beforehand to let me know they were here, so he would hear my ringtone, and then know someone's coming over, and so he'd follow me halfway to the door and wait to see who it is. Because if it's Jewel, he's like, fine, and then he just kind of like meander about. If it's Nate, he's like, fine, and then he like walks over to him, and Nate's like, no, because Nate's allergic. Just Thor things. He's really going to town bathing his butthole right now. Nope, now he's getting his back. Anyway, so for the plans, for the plans for the week, I'm not going to do this. So I leave Friday, and I will get back Monday. And I guess I'll stream Wednesday. So like, I'm going to stream tomorrow. And then I'll be gone, and then I'll come back. And then we'll just, after that, we just carry on like normal. Well, until the wedding. I wrote something in my calendar so far ahead, and now I don't know what it means. Yep, that's Future Kate's problem. For now, I'm just gonna focus on cleaning the apartment, because I really need to clean the kitchen. I really need to clean and tidy the living room. I need to hang up the rest of my stuff since it's daytime, and I can. Eat. And also finish my really sweet, flavorful water. Yeah. We see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's very bright and it's warm. We're almost there, It's gonna be great. Gonna be great. Thank you for coming to my stream today. It was a little early, surprise. Hydrate. I used to, but the problem is when I would drink water on stream, because drinking the water mixed with talking constantly, normal people can burp. Except I'm not a normal person. And so what would happen is like all the talking, and then drinking the water, I would swallow air, but then I would just get air bubbles that would go like this constantly. And so I'd be talking, and I'd feel the air bubble come up, and there's nothing I can do about it. And so I'd be like, sat there like a lava lamp. Oh my god. I'm a lava lamp. I never thought of it like that. Alright, well, this lava lamp's gonna go eat more lava, I guess. Thank you for coming to the stream. Is anyone streaming? No, it's okay. Oh, I also gotta look at the tables. Anyways, thank you for coming to my stream. I'm gonna try to stream early more because it's fun, but can't guarantee it. But thanks for hanging out, thanks for chatting, thanks for the bits, and for following, for the subs, and did we have gifted subs and the primes, and thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow, what if we build a Lego tomorrow? We'll let Future Kate decide. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. See you next time. Okay, bye. Stinky.